Yeah, yeah. Hey, welcome to the Drop Your 3 Cent Show. Like I said, I think we on the road. I think we started it a year ago, but now we on the stroll just to get more dough. We on another higher plateau, and those that don't help us build, yes, they can't go. Watch us grow, kinda like weeds. We come here, we give you everything you need as I proceed to deliver the words off of the dome. You can see right now, man, the king is on. I'm sitting on my throne. I got my legs crossed. We got Quez right there, rockin' blue like a boss. And just right here with the pink on. Yeah, breast cancer awareness month. And we shrinking on. Yeah, we saying punk cancer. Cause you already see right now, 3rd degrees a real dancer. The way that I spit, they be like, oh shit. That boy Third needs to get a bigger grip. And if you can't see it, I beat my chest like I'm King Kong. God damn it, I translated, I'm conceited. I got the spirit of a hustler, I bleed it. Give me the needle, because you see I need it. And if you can't see it, I'm feeling sorry for you. And if you don't like us, then we'll just ignore you. What's good, Quez? How you doing?
What's going on, my brother? What's going on, my brother?
Man, it's here, man. Another long ass week. I'm just waiting. Just waiting, man. Just waiting. How you doing, Jess?
Exhausted, but I'm here.
Long week, climbing up on them chairs and stuff, huh, man? I know that's gets stressful, you know what I mean? Jumping on counters and shit. You know what I mean? It's got to wear you out. I'm just messing with you. How you doing, Jess?
I'm okay. Just a little exhausted.
There you go. Hey, man, we should have had like a anniversary song or something, you know what I'm saying? We should hit him with a
anniversary. It's our anniversary.
Hey, thanks.
Man,
Thanks.
so for those that are wondering what we are talking about, man, it's been a year since we actually came onto this platform. You know what I'm saying? Like, actually, no, this weekend will make it a year since we switched. We went from Facebook Live to now on the platform to where we can stream on YouTube, we can Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. You know what I'm saying? We stepped it up. We started making it a bigger production, all thanks to y'all, you know, so.
Absolutely. Shouts out to the people. You know what I mean?
Man.
Beautiful thing. Well, we longer than a year in, but you know what I mean? It's
definitely.
this year flew by. I ain't gonna lie to you though. It's
real quick. Real quick. Matter of fact, you know what I'm saying? I think, like, truthfully, I think we started doing lives, man, maybe like 2 years ago. I want to say it's maybe like 2 or 3 years ago. I think since 2022.
Yeah, probably consistently, yeah. But,
yeah.
Like our first ones had to be over that because I've been out here almost 3 years.
Yeah, so since you, yeah. So
yeah, I was in the PJs, man, when we started.
Yeah, when we first started, you was in the PJs. Matter of fact, damn, do I got that? Oh man, I just seen it. I don't know if I clicked it up.
The PJs with the iron on the windows and the iron door gates and all that, man. And here we are.
He had the heat tucked. He was just in case, you know. You heard the ghetto
bird on my lap. You know what I'm saying? It was sitting on my lap. Hey, we didn't take too long. You know what I'm saying?
Man. Man, all right, Joe. So, you know, we're going to go ahead and just get right into it. You know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and hit y'all with a little bit of rip ratchetness. Let's go.
Let's go.
It's your boy 3rd Degree, and I'm back with more ratchet news. Welcome back, y'all. Let's go ahead and just get right into it. I wanted to send a shout out to my Dodgers. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. We play the New York Yankees for the World Series, so I'm always going to be rooting for the Dodgers. You know, let's go. Think blue, baby. Moving. Hey, shout out to Charlemagne from the Breakfast Club for making Laura Trump, the daughter-in-law of Donald Trump, just look just stupid. She tried to say, like, well, he's not racist, and He brought up facts and just shut her down completely. You know what I mean? So shout out to the Breakfast Club. But speaking of dumb Trump, Central Park 5 sued Donald Trump over defamatory debate comments. Man, you just can't win, right? You just can't win. Moving. Tyler Perry urges voters to look past Trump hype and do their own research before voting. Research. That is essential as we wind down to the last 11 days of the election. So let's go. 5 in Chicago charged in LA murder for hire plot to avenge King Von's death. And it's crazy because now they arrested Lil Durk. They're trying to say that he was in on the murder for hire charges, man. For the attempted murder of Quando Rondo. This is crazy, man. Mad crazy. We'll have to have a talk about this maybe on Saturday or so. You know what I mean? Or we'll talk about it sometime on the show. But moving. It's been a week since our last show, and I think we are still scratching our head wondering where the hell did Erica Mena get a ladder from in the middle of the night? Where? Crazy baby mamas. Moving on. A social media account posing as Black Patriot behind viral 2024 election lies exposed as a white New York man. But see, so I tried the chicken Big Mac, and it was kind of But soon after I did that, Tisha hits me. A deadly E. coli outbreak linked to McDonald's Quarter Pounders. 49 people in 10 states affected. But it also turned out, we just found out today, that the E. coli was actually linked to the onions and not the beef. So Letitia can go on ahead with her leaf-eating ash. I love her though, but she's still a green leaf. But moving on. Dwayne Wade planning to launch his own nail polish line. I think I did this one before. Moving on. Rudy Giuliani must give control of his luxury items in Manhattan apartment to Georgia election workers he defamed. This is what happens when you spread lies. You know what I'm saying? Like, he gets what he deserves. Moving on. Tyler Perry releases Beauty in Black. And then, it has a reoccurring role from one of my homegirls, Dakia. I'm playing Kimmy's mom. I forget her name, but, shout out to Dakia for this one. Yeah, I peeped it out, and it's interesting to say the least. It's interesting, but we'll have another talk about that. But moving on. Last but not least, we got to send our heartfelt, deepest condolences to the family of DJ Clark Kent. Report that he passed away last night. So R.I.P. to DJ Clark Kent. He's legendary for working with Biggie and Jay-Z, and he actually produced Brooklyn's Finest. If you're a Jay-Z fan, so R.I.P. to him, a true hip hop legend. And that's all I got for you. Peace. Anyway, I'm your boy Third Degree, and that's been the Ratchet News. Enjoy the show.
Man.
Yeah. Welcome back. Ooh, I'm over here doing too much.
Man, good stuff, man. Lil Durk, man, get out the way, bro.
Yo, so I was looking for something to talk about this week. That just popped up literally this morning. I'm like,
yeah, that's egregious, man. They just gave that man a key to a city. You know what I mean?
Right.
Now they took the key back. I don't know what it opened anyway, but you know what I'm saying? They took the key back. And then they broke a partnership with his foundation, which I feel is kind of unfair, but for the people that it was gonna help, it is kind of messed up. But man, that's what happens, bro, when you try to dibble and dabble in the streets, man.
Right.
And you the high target. Everybody's gonna tell on you, even if you wasn't the one who did it. Now you gotta defend yourself in the court, judicial system, and in the court of public opinion. And I hate to say it like this, but I kind of blame the people too, because they was on his neck. Oh, you ain't gonna do nothing for King Von. You ain't gonna ride for King Von. All that energy, man, and look what we got. Another brother out the way that could have helped the community.
Yo, so I'm mad confused. Again, if it ain't my hood, what I'm saying, like, I don't really keep in touch and anything with the politics, what be happening in different cities and all this other stuff. I just don't get it. I'm saying? I'm still trying to get why there's such a beef between the fractions. I'm saying? Like, was it really that serious? The only thing I know from my outside view, whatever, was that, a lot of these Chicago rappers, have lost their lives. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they were just it just seemed like it was like a trend of just losing Chicago rappers. So I mean, I don't know. Is it really that serious at the end of the day? You know what I'm saying? Like, are we here to prove like, we real niggas, or are we here to make better or make use of a platform that or an opportunity that not too many are blessed with. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're out here and you're making millions of dollars, you're on TV, you're getting endorsements, key to the cities and stuff. Why are you still dabbling in the streets? Why do you have to act like you got something to prove? What I'm saying, to show that you such a real nigga, or you really out here in these streets. And then on top of that, I'm gonna say this, just some food for thought. If you out there in the streets and you're a rapper, I don't think it's a good idea to sit there and to portray that type of image or to talk. What I'm saying, you might want to switch your music up a little bit. Start making dance music, start doing something, start making party raps like Fresh Prince and Will Smith. DJ Jazzy Jeff and Fresh Prince, because the minute that you don't and you are, then you put a target on your back. You're essentially like telling on yourself. So if you're out there doing dirt, what I'm saying, and you're broadcasting it to millions of people, the first people who are picking this up, especially if you're on the radar, are the feds. And you're self-incriminating yourself. Why are you over here talking about, I roll with some on my heat, rolling down the street, da 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 da. All right. So the police now know, okay, well, we can catch him slipping. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're not moving smart, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know. Just my 3 cents on that.
It's a lack of original hustlers and G's in the hood, man. That's what that is. You know what I mean? There's a lack of code now in the streets. And my advice for anyone living that street life, and I'm not, wagging my finger or what I mean, trying to talk down or belittle nobody, because look, I came from that environment as well. But the difference was the OGs and elder council that we had during that time wasn't promoting, right? If you was in, you was in. Okay, you here, but in certain age brackets, they still were on some. Hey, bro, this ain't what you want to do, for a long period of time. If you're gonna be here, all right, we're gonna try to keep you out the way, but this ain't long term if you plan on doing something with your life. And I don't think nobody's out there really passing that message along no more. And if they are, there's a lack of respect from generation to generation, to where they ain't listening to the old heads no way. You know what I mean? So I don't know. What do we do, man?
So I got a question. So where do you think that disconnect has came from?
What, in terms of between the generations?
Yeah, like you said, because like, I'm pretty sure I'm from the same era as you. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And at one point, I was at a fork in the road. It was either like you was either gonna go this route or you was gonna go this route. And what I'm saying, like, I had a few older folks that would tell me like, "Yo, third, stick with this over here." You know what I'm saying? Do this right here, graduate, do this, do music, be big, all this other stuff. I had encouragement, I had help. But like you said, man, I have reverence for my elders, especially for dudes who were older than me, because I looked up to them like older brothers or older cousins. So I was taking a lot of what their words, taking heed to it. Nowadays, you got cats who are like, you can't tell me ish, you can't tell me nothing, nah. You get these cats, you know what I'm saying? So where do you think the disconnect has came from?
Can I be honest?
Please do. That's all I ask on this
Um,
guy.
I,
You
I
too, with
I
you.
know the fans and the people gonna be upset with me, but it's a lot of single mother emotional raising men that are emotional. That they have no emotional intelligence. Everything is sassy. Everything is what I'm saying, emotion driven. They don't know how to think logically. Everything is stunt for the gram and post and you know and even down to like school and everything. It the generation used to be, okay, you get in trouble, they gonna tax you at school. Grandma might tax you, the neighbor might tax you. You know what I'm saying? And then mom's gonna tax you when she get home. Now it's mom popping up at the school. Don't say nothing to my son. Don't touch my son. Don't like it's a lot of that. Like this might there's no more villages. It's a hyper individuality. There's no more villages, and we all know it takes a village, right? Whether you're an adult, young man, or a child, and there's hardly any more villages, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's in their own echo chamber, whether it be because of economic deprivation or whatever the case may be. But we got to get a handle on this thing, man, because it's not just Chicago. I hate when people bring up Chicago like it's a lot of places
Yeah,
across
I hate to say just
the
Chicago.
U.S. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of
Right.
places across the U.S. that are going through the same exact thing, and they put a hyper focus on Chicago, but we gotta grab a hold of this thing, man, because it's not working, and we're gonna lose a lot of soldiers that could be putting in the good fight. You know what I mean? Instead of the debauchery fight.
Word. Jess, what are your 3 cents?
I definitely agree with a lot of the single moms, raising the boys. But also I feel like if you see a single mom, try to step in and, encourage her to mentor the boys. You know what I mean? Because I think it's important because they're supposed to be the lead, you know? So they need mentors if they don't have a man in their life, or they are going to end up sassy, like Quest said, really emotional, because as women, we are emotion based, Some of us do think logically more than emotions, but majority of us were emotion based. So I really feel that there is a lack of male influence in their lives.
Very well true.
Very true.
Good stuff.
Hmm. I yeah, I hear
It's a tough one,
it's
huh?
tough. It's really tough because I mean, idealistically, saying that would be nice. For every male out there to find a single mother and with kids and step up, what I'm saying? But as we know, saying just being real, there's dynamics sometimes that prevent that. And especially if you're not necessarily in a relationship with this single mother per se. What I'm saying? You have no necessarily a say so or authority over how it is that she chooses to raise her kids. What I'm saying? And therefore, how am I to, if I even just see a single mother that I have no type of relationship with, who am I to step in and be like, hey, you can't do this? And you know what I mean? And step in. What I'm saying? It would be nice, but I don't know. But I
Yeah,
think more so to the fact, I think, how it used to be, saying when we used to be outside playing ball, like football, basketball, or sometimes, would be them older cats that would take them kids to the side, like, hey, respect your moms, do this, da 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 da. Saying I think there's a lack of that more so,
yeah.
saying than anything.
I was the easiest way. Just me thinking on it, pontificating quickly is start with your family, man. Start with your cousins. You know what I mean? Go snatch their kids up real quick. Go, you know what I mean? Get with some of your cousins, your second and thirds, and no pun intended, but go chill with they kids, man, and make it a point. Because that's another thing. There's no more like family essence. Everybody doing their own thing. I remember me and all my cousins. We all hit grandma's house together. We all, you know what I'm saying, was all functioning together. Now, like even with my kids, you know what I'm saying. Some of my kids don't know their cousins. You
Yep.
know what I mean, which is crazy
Right.
to
Mine
me.
too.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like that's crazy to me. Like we knew everybody. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? And it's crazy that everybody's so off in their own atmosphere that like we don't even interact anymore. So I think the quickest way to fix it is to make it a point to get involved with your immediate family before you try to reach out to random single
Right.
moms and shit, because you're gonna get cussed out. So don't do that. You know what I'm saying? I promise you.
Yeah, I wasn't saying just reach out to any random single
Well, yeah,
mom
I know. Somebody was
and
gonna
not
be like,
to
just say
find not to find a single mom, but if you have a single mom that you know
it. Mhm.
personally,
Very true. Very,
that's
very
what I
Yeah,
true.
was saying.
man, yeah,
Very,
no, but
I agree with that.
somebody was
Because
gonna
I
run
would
out
be
there and be like,
quick
I
to
was
say
on this
something to
podcast.
somebody.
I was on this
Well, you know,
podcast, and Jess said every time I see a single mother snatch her kids up and impose my will upon them. You know
No,
what I'm
because
saying?
there's some weirdos out there. Don't trust
Facts.
everybody.
Mhm.
the cool part is like, before we start getting to like the recap, shout out to Alexandria, shout out to Miss Thackeray, my cousin Erica, shout out to Vince. I see you on Facebook. Make sure you guys are hitting the like and the share button. Make sure you guys are hitting the comments. Make sure you guys are, interacting. That's how we're gonna get these numbers up. But the cold part was I was just having a talk with one of my aunts, and the ill thing, like you said, Quez, you hit it right on the head. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hadn't seen some of my cousins, man, in some like 20 some years, and they got kids, and then other cousins got kids, and and we've all just scattered out into the winds. And the only time that we only really got together, sadly, was for my grandmother's funeral. You know what I'm saying? That was the one thing that my grandmother kind of wanted, was to see all of her family, all of her grandchildren, everybody all in one roof. And it was just so hard. You try to reach out to certain cats. Oh, I'm busy. I'm this. I'm that. Whatever. You got grandma asking, like, hey, how's this person doing? And it's just like, it's sad that, that grandma's got to ask. You know what I'm saying? Like, they should already know. Grandma should be telling you, like, hey, I talked to such and such, and they got this popping, and no. Grandma should be telling you that. So she shouldn't be asking the grandson or the granddaughter, how's this person doing? It's just a sad, heartbreaking thing to me. You know what I'm saying? And it just seemed like, we all got together like for grandma's funeral. Just like you said, bro, like back in the day, our first best friends were our cousins.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you mess with one of us, you was messing with all of us. And then we all linked up at grandma's house. You know what I'm saying? Or it's sad. We don't have that no more. We don't.
Hey, let's fix it at home first.
Right. I guess how you do that, start creating your own village, your own circle of people. You know what I'm saying? Checking in on your own circle of people. If you got some family members who are stank, you know what I mean, or whatever, then cool. That you can still love them, but love them from afar. But check on the folks that are right there near you. Check in who's checking in with you. You know what I'm saying? Treat and love their kids like as if they're your kids. You know what I'm saying? Look out for them. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was the one thing with my mom's, you know what I'm saying? When she moved out there to Oceanside, she had a best friend, you know what I'm saying? And she was like my aunt. As a matter of fact, she's my aunt because ain't nobody else is allowed to whoop my mom's kids. If she had access, if I acted up, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
there you have it. You know what I mean? Good stuff, man. I don't know how we got so deep into that, but I think it was a point that needed to be made. You know what I mean?
Because it's sad, man. It's one of those things where you brought up. It's every hood USA. You know what I'm saying? Me and Jess, we're from San Bernardino. At one point in time, once upon a time, a few times, they dubbed it the murder capital of the United States. Not too long ago was number 3 on that list. You know what I'm saying? Behind like St. Louis and Chicago and all these other stuff. You know what I'm saying? So
They beat out LA.
but here's the thing, the cold part is we're LA's cousin, or if you want to say, because we're right there. You throw a rock, boom, you're in LA. So saying, like, a lot of the folks, especially even with my grandparents, they moved from LA to out here. So they brought a lot of that out here, and they're like, okay, well, cool. We set up shop out here, and then boom, so it starts spreading. So again, it's every hood USA. You know what I'm saying? It happens in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? It happens in New York, Chicago, Miami, Houston, Dallas. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those things that just plagues the black community. And I just think that we got to do better, you know what I'm saying, as we move forward. Because it's sad to see a dude like Dirk, some of his music seems cool. You know what I'm saying? He seemed like a cool dude, but for whatever reason, another brother is now behind bars. We're trying to take out another one.
Man, sad occasion.
Right.
Sad occasion. But moving on, back to
let's go back to the matter at hand. So make sure you guys hit the like and share button. Matter of fact, if you guys are on Facebook, I got the link. If you guys want to come on and be a guest, share some of your favorite memories of the show. As a matter of fact, Thursday's word for the day is anniversary. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we started from the bottom, now we here. We started doing Facebook live shows, and it grew to where now what you see right here. So man, it's been a real one. If you want to come on and you want to be a guest, I have the link pinned in the comment section on Facebook. Just know that if you're using your phone, you have to use your headphones and it works as a microphone. If you're on YouTube, make sure you hit the like, share, and subscribe button. Make sure that you have your Wi-Fi on and you're in a good spot with a good connection. Make sure you're keeping your noise in your background to a limit. Make sure that you don't have no other outside music or anything playing in the background, because if it bleeds into the show, we can get hit with a copyright strike, and we're not trying to do that since we're being monetized over here. And I think that's all that I go. Anything that we say, hold that person responsible for whatever it is that they say. Don't come at everybody else or blame other folks. Hold that person, come get at that person.
Don't blame the show. Yeah, don't blame the show. Blame the individual.
Or you can blame it on the boogie. Like Mike Jack said.
What the hell?
Not Sly Boogie. Boogie.
Right. Oh, she's nice little promo. Huh? Nice little shout out to Sly Boogie. West Side San Bernardino zone.
I ain't mad at it.
But yeah, so let's get into a little promo, then we'll kick off the show. Yeah. You're wasting time. Another shameless plug. You can get Third Degree king3rd.com, or you can go to Spotify or Apple Music or YouTube Music. You know what I'm saying? I'm all over. I'm worldwide third.
There you go. That's West, y'all.
Man. Go Dodgers. I know they're on right now. So it's probably why a lot of folks, right? They're probably watching the Dodgers right now. You know what I'm saying? So,
absolutely. But y'all can do both. I don't want to hear that shit. Y'all can do both. I said they could do both. I don't want to hear that shit.
Exactly. You know exactly.
You can watch us and the game, you busters. No, I'm just playing.
Man, so just going back, I like to just show a clip from the very first Facebook Live.
Oh, damn.
It ain't gonna be like, nah, it ain't gonna work for me.
I'm good. Mm-hmm. And what? I'm glad I don't have no little children now. My daughter will be 23 this year. And I look at how I was with her. You know what I mean? I wish to fuck somebody, and my daughter sings too. I wish to fuck some grown ass man would be like, you know what, I'm gonna take Shorty and I'm gonna make her a millionaire. No, you taking us.
Right.
You taking us.
We all gonna go see this chick.
Let me go ahead and pack our stuff. Like, nah, B, you gonna be twisted. These parents need to be held accountable too, because the bottom line is they didn't have a problem with it till the money stopped.
Right.
Man, that's wild. That's wild. Who were we talking about? R. Kelly? That's crazy. In 2024, we still having the same conversation. Why is y'all going over there? Why y'all take a friend? You know what I'm saying? Stranger danger. Take somebody with you. You know what I'm saying? We still talking about this in 2024. That's wild.
2024, so a little backstory, you know what I'm saying? Again, I think I've told this countless of times on here, but how this whole thing started was, four of us old school friends were in a messenger talking, and then I just happened to accidentally share out into the world what we're having conversations about. And for us, if you would have known us, we're trying to figure out ways how to save America, how to save black men, how to do this and all that. We have these intellectual conversations amongst ourselves that you wouldn't expect. I mean, I hate to, play into stereotypes that you would not expect, like, four black gentlemen to have. But we have these conversations using big words, big names, with passionate things, and I leaked it onto the feed, and people got an insight of what we talked about. So, I got told, like, I kept getting suggested, hey, start a podcast, and lo and behold, slowly but surely, people started really just feeding into it and like, yo, we see the picture, and they started building onto it. So we take everything, whether it's social issues, whether it's hot topics, whether it's entertainment, whatever it is, we talk about it and we give our spin, our 3 cents, and we give another perspective for folks to look at.
Good stuff, man.
You want to see another one where we started forming, and this is when D came into the picture, and I'm like, hey, I like the cast of characters that we got here. So this is another one from, I think, the very first incarnation of the Drop Your 3 cents.
Well, let me put AA on.
So Danielle, that was on earlier, she sent me a topic suggestion asking about, or saying that we should talk about, or can you still be pro-black and date outside your race?
Of course. Why?
Mm-hmm.
That's the funny thing, because I always say, why as Black people do we limit ourselves to everything? We always put the most constraints on ourselves, and it doesn't make any sense. It's like, oh, well, you can't do that. We have the most rules out of everybody. And if society's putting rules on us, why are we trying to target ourselves? Oh, well, you're the light-skinned one. Because that, like, colorism is a real thing in in the Black community.
Look at me.
So colorism is real. Dating outside your race is so Black people are also the most, like, we face the most, like, adversities, and then we target ourselves for the same thing. And so we attack each other for the dumbest reasons. Like, honestly, what does it change? What does it change that my son is mixed race? Nothing. And if I'm helping the community, and I'm in an interracial marriage, and the guy that has a Black wife, he is not doing anything for the community, why am I looked upon differently when I'm bringing value to the community?
That's a strong point.
So
valid point. You was moving, folks? Was that me or?
No, but I don't think Jess knew we could see her.
Oh no, we can see her. They can't see her. The video was blocked. Oh wow. Okay.
Sorry.
Getting it in. All right. Okay.
She's Legato. West side. You know what I'm saying?
Trying to save you, sis. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, we have people out here taking shits.
No, that was not me.
Well, I didn't say it was you.
That was one of those deep ones, man. You know what I mean? That was one of those deep ones, and I still don't think we ever got to the bottom of it, but it was a deep show, man.
Right.
But we had a conversation. That's the point. We're not afraid to have the conversation from different perspectives, man. And we got a lot of perspectives on this show.
A lot of them. So let me ask you real quick. So now that was like what, 2 or 3 years ago. So real quick, you know what I'm saying? Like, you and you, while I go get my apple juice, I'm like, what is missing over here? And I'm missing my apple. So do you think you can still be pro-Black and still date outside your race? Go.
Go ahead, Jess. You first. The people know what I'm gonna say. Go ahead, Jess.
Ooh. I think yes. Because if the person is sincerely pro-Black too, I see it possible. But if they're oblivious to what's going on in the world, then no. That's my 3 cents.
Yeah,
I don't think folks know what you're gonna say, Quez. You could have evolved since like 3 years ago.
Bullshit. Man. And believe you me, it's a situation by situation case. Sometimes, but I think it's very hard to be pro-black. And in my opinion, tell me that you're pro-black and you took your wealth outside of the community. To me, you know what I mean? Because yes, there's nothing wrong with mixed race individuals. There's nothing wrong with loving who you love. I just think it's hard to do both because now you're in a compromised position. You know what I mean? You're involved in a culture that for holistically speaking doesn't value Black life. To me, these are all my opinions, people. To me, it's hard. Can you do it? I'm pretty sure someone can. You know what I mean? It's just not something I'm a preach at my house. I think Black love is beautiful. I think, you know what I mean, Black generational wealth is beautiful. And there's been too many experiences of white women tears being undefeated and, you know what I mean, white men taking full advantage of the system against Black women as well. So, you know, just from the examples I've seen, I think it's a dangerous slope and it doesn't really benefit the Black empowerment movement. To me, we love the allies, we need them, but I just don't think you can do both wholeheartedly. That's my answer.
I agree and disagree. You know what I'm saying? Like yeah, I think he pro. So there you go. Because I think the one thing that I'm gonna stand with you on is because you can't go out talking about Black love, Black love, Black love, Black love, and then you're dating outside, you showing up with with a white woman, with an Asian woman, with a Mexican woman, talking about yeah, sisters, but you haven't really married one. You know what I'm saying? So I do get that standpoint of it, but then I do believe that there are some people who are just truly passionate, you know what I'm saying, and they take it amongst themselves to really just be that. You know what I'm saying? And again, like you said, sometimes you can't help who you love, you know what I'm saying, or you can't help who actually has your back, or once you find your person, you find that person. I think the sincerity of it is if you still, if this is what you're waking up to and you're educating your significant other who might be outside your race, I truly believe that it could happen. Does it give a good example of it? No. I agree.
Well, thank you. Yeah, we finally agree on something.
Yeah, I said it's agreement.
It took years, you know what I'm saying? It took quite a few years, but I got third to agree.
What up, Sonny Black?
On something.
Like I said, some, and it's I you get it.
I don't backtrack now, sucker. No, I'll just play it.
Speaking of Black,
oh shit.
Oh,
here goes another clip right here.
Boy.
What does Black History Month mean to you? All right, so I posed that question to the panel. We lost somebody.
I don't know.
All right, so
I'm not Black.
I named my son after that man. So,
since that racist says she's not Black, Tisha.
No, I didn't say I wasn't Black. I said D's like I'm not Black.
oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit!
Adoration moved all the way into Canada.
I'm choking.
You sound
Jesus Christ.
I can't breathe.
You don't kill me.
I can't breathe. D gonna come back on here. I'm Black. D told us that she was 81%. She says she's 81. I have not seen substantial proof yet, but she says she's 81.
That's why.
I hate that little laugh.
Hey, I remember that episode. You see how quick I got off the screen? I was dying because I heard her the first time. You know what I'm saying? And I knew what she was talking about. That's why I was like, oh. That shit was hilarious. That was a funny one. Adoration with her.
Hey, Sonny,
Black
I got the
hat
link in the
on.
bio. That was funny as hell, man.
Mm-hmm. Hey, David, come on up, man.
He said my
That,
wife
that is
German.
a big problem.
My wife is German and Nigerian. Black people say she ain't black. White people say she ain't white. Hey, I want to hear it because that's one of the things, man.
Huge.
The link is in the comments, bro. Just make sure if you're on your phone, you got your headphones. You know what I'm saying? Make sure your Wi-Fi is popping. You know what I'm saying? But come on in here.
Come on up.
Oh wow.
We got you. But now, and that's kind of the problem, man. You know what I mean? Because that identity situation, man, because that's what I've heard, you know, over the time. I wouldn't know personally because, you know what I'm saying, I'm 86%. So there's never been no confusion over here. But, you know, a lot of not even just mixed race, but light skin individuals have that issue. You know, they not black enough for the black crowd, not white enough for the white crowd. And I think it boils down to trying to placate to both cultures when explaining it, instead of, hey man, you know, we run with the with the 1800 rule. One drop of black blood make you black around me. You know what I mean? That's it. Except for, you know, licensed people like Denisha and Jess, but you know what I'm saying? But I'm just playing. It was a joke, people. Y'all light-skinned people, please don't come get me. But no, seriously, like that's been an ongoing issue because a lot of mixed race individuals feel like that. And my reasoning behind it is because at home, they're not letting you know that you are black, period. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't be no discussion about it. And if somebody asks you about it, it is what it is. I'm black. However you feel, that's your personal problem. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I mean, this is the same thing we kind of brought up. This actually one of our most popular episodes on YouTube was the one where we broke down, you know, Kamala Harris, whether she's black, because it's been this whole big ass debate ever since she announced that she was running for president. And as you know, she's half black or half Jamaican and half Indian. But there's been some people from us in our own culture, though, she's not black, she ain't black. And then so again, when you get these people who are mixed, you know what I'm saying, and they're getting it from the quote unquote other side. They're not black or they're not white. So where do they stand? And then at the end of the day, there's people who get mad at them or say, like, you know, whenever they say, well, I'm mixed, I'm a mixed race, whatever, they get mad at that too. All right, so I got my homeboy Sonny Phoenix here.
that Democratic intervention commercial.
All right, here we go.
You know what I'm saying?
No problem, my black MAGA brother.
Yeah, no, I've never met any other people who identified their race as Jamaican, but okay.
Oh, what's up, Sonny? How you doing?
It was good, fam. What's good? You know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all podcast. Love tuning in.
Man,
what's up, my brother?
Man.
There, my man said the black MAGA brother. I said, okay, let me just go ahead and cut my shit short.
Hey, don't worry, he do it to me every week.
Every week.
I said, but I don't know if I can ever side with the massa side, but okay.
I mean, Quest is Trump's butler on the side, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, man.
He the one that was snitching on everybody running down the field. Hey.
It could have never been me. You know what I'm saying? That could have never been me.
He serving the tea like, I ain't want to say nothing out loud, but about 3 of them passed the gun line, boss.
This how people really be feeling about being in the comments. It's all third fault. You know what
it is my fault.
I just said up here 800 times.
I'm a comedian, so my bad, but I do, you know what I mean? But I said I came in because I heard y'all was talking about, and I was like, yeah, my wife German and black, like Nigerian. She half German, half Nigerian.
African.
And like, I can say black love, like I appreciate black love and whatnot, and my black women. And my wife will tell you right now, she's never been confused for a white woman. You know what I mean? She is black, as black can be. She cooked like a black woman. She talked like a black woman, all that. But yes, her mom is 100% German. Her dad 100% Nigerian. She just light skinned. So it's like, do I get ridiculed for saying black love? And they be like, oh, you ain't even got a whole black woman. It's hard to find a full black woman these days.
Man,
For real.
Exactly. I mean,
You not even whole.
My wife is light skinned too. You know what I'm saying? It's not about it's the culture and the upbringing behind it. Like, you know what I mean? I would consider your wife black. You know what I mean? To me, my personal opinion. I've never spoken with her, but you know, people who go into semantics about, oh, your mom is white, so you ain't black, they sound dumb. You know, to me. You know what I mean? If her father is full-blooded Nigerian, a one-drop rule to me, you know what I'm saying? Honestly speaking, it's a one-drop rule. And third, you keep waving your hands. You know what I'm saying?
Popping them. I'm popping them under
waving
the
your
table.
hands, making me dance. There won't be no threat. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Hey,
it's the same for niggas.
Cut it out,
Kamala
sir.
ain't black. She ain't Jamaican ain't black. You know, I'm like,
I'm just being realistic because words matter to me. You know what I'm saying? Etymology matters to me, sir. And when we use Jamaican to describe people, I've been to Jamaica. There's Asian Jamaicans, there's white Jamaicans. You know what I'm saying? So Jamaican isn't good enough for me. Honestly, I'm just being facetious to be for real because I know it bothers you. But
it's like Africa. It's like Africa. You know, you go to South Africa, it's blonde, blue-eyed people running around that thing.
Y'all favorite person on Twitter is African.
Here's the cool part, though. If that's where they're
Elon
from,
Musk is African American.
Oh shit!
Take that in.
Is he though?
He's African American.
I thought he was South African. Like he's South
African American.
His mom American too.
Okay, but wait, Quest.
He's African American.
Wish we have been able to get into an HBCU.
Who?
Come on.
Elon?
There's plenty of other races that go to HBCUs. That's all.
Hey, Elon would have been there on that bass drum, like trying to get his little rhythm right.
That man, you know what I'm saying, got his degree from probably an HBCU. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I'm not an African American.
Right. I'm
American.
Oh shit.
Thank you,
American?
sir. Thank you,
I ain't
sir.
been to Africa. I don't know no family from Africa. I'm American.
Thank you, Mr. Phoenix. Thank you.
I'm just saying.
Good old Americans,
how the tables have turned, sir. You know
I don't give a fuck.
I'm just saying, like, if I can't trace nobody back to Africa, how am I an African American? If I trace everybody back to America, I trace people back to Baltimore, Texas, Georgia.
Hey,
I ain't traced nobody back to Africa yet.
Have you done 23andMe?
Hold on.
I have.
You're running ahead of the horse. So what does your stuff say?
So I'm Italian, English, Irish, Mexican. It was a bunch of stuff up in there for me. And I was like, no matter what y'all tell me, when I go back to my grandfather, to their grandfather, to my, you know what I mean? Because on my dad's side, my great grandma, she's Indian, Native American.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually met her while I was living. So I can say, okay, yeah, I see that part. But I ain't got nobody where I was like, yeah, granddad's grandma, great grandma came over here from and
to my African people out there watching.
My man just disappeared. He
get off the camera because he didn't want to laugh. He trying to be politically correct and shit. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying. So for me, I was like, man, I can't really say myself as African American.
Though you got Italian Americans who have not been to Italy, but they still resonate with Italians. You know what I'm saying? Like if that's their heritage and what their parents are, you know what I'm saying, that's what it is. And I think we as Black folks, we got cut off to where we can't really describe, you know, who and where we come from, where there's that disconnect, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, my brother, you know what I'm saying, you look like, you know, you got some chocolate in your milk, you know what I'm saying?
See, but that's why we have to go with, you know what I'm saying? The black individuals over here had ethnogenesis, man. Because technically, if we want to be real and we want to be playing the game of charades, everybody come from Africa. Even the Italians,
That's true. That's
even
true.
the Asians, even the Indians. You know what I mean? If we wanted to be technical,
Right.
everybody's African then.
So everybody should just put African in front of their stuff. I'm African Caucasian. I'm African Italian. I'm African so and so.
That's what I'm saying. So for us individuals over here who can't trace our lineage back to Mother Africa, you know what I mean? We have to go with the ethnogenesis of we could trace ourselves back to the 1816 census, you know what I mean, to that period of time frame, which we've been here in America, not to mention the individuals who are already here, because we know individuals like Mansa Musa and other Africans were you know, crossing great oceans to come over here and trade with the local indigenous people over here. So black people were here before Columbus ever accidentally ran over here and got lost. You know what I mean? And found something that was already here. He discovered some people who were already here. So that's
on a side note, I can feel Jessica's feet on top of my feet. Her feet are dangling. There's a pillow to help give her some, so she's not all the way sinking. But so we
Africans don't even like us.
Wait. So recap. I have some, you know, from one of our past shows that people have been elaborating about all day, trying to make fun of me, and we're gonna go. We're gonna show people in their blacknesses.
Uh-oh.
Their blacknesses.
Blacknesses.
Can't keep it home.
This is Marquez's ancestry that has him listed as 84.0% African, and he closely matches with the Igbo people in Nigeria. Very, very cool. Letitia's sitting at 85%, according to Ancestry.com. I'm hating this a little bit. She's at 85%. That's real close. While her brother sits at an 86%. So technically, I think he might be African, more African than all of us right now. You know what I'm saying? So we need to call him Prince Hakeem. Check out MC Trolls. Look at this. We got MC Trolls, aka Melvin. He's sitting at 82.2% African. We need to do a retest on this cat, because I swear he be in Mexico selling empanadas and licking on toes, you know, getting a little toe jam out of everything. He even got more African than me. Ain't this about something? Jeez Louise.
Go through that video.
Right?
Oh my
God. You need to make a do-over on that one, man. It's just...
Well, let's show mine. Let's show mine.
Anger.
All right, y'all. This is third. Just wanted to go over my ancestry results and why it's important to trace back and find your roots. As you can see here on 23andMe, I am 77.1% African, but still don't mean a thing because I'm still chocolate Zulu. Just means that there's a little bit more milk in my chocolate. But I'm going to break down and I'm going to show you how I traced and found my roots and why it's important. Ancestry, and this is me. I found my roots.
Hey, did that certificate?
So you the real Prince Hakeem?
Did that certificate say royal acting or
Right.
it looked like it said royal acting. I don't know.
He didn't even get permission to use those.
I'm just messing with you, bro. I like how we got a little snippet in the movie, and then you came with this whole documentary about third his 77%. You know what I mean? Like that was a long ass 77 right there, boy.
I had to stretch it out.
So, hey, Sonny, bump the Africans hating. I'm getting hated on African Americans or Americans right here. You know what I'm saying? Dark skinned Americans. Asian,
Because you
African.
came from the African embassy with all this energy for us. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you came from the embassy talking about, hey, you need to take the test. You need to find out where your roots come from.
He came in. He came in like King Joffrey Johnson.
Yeah, you need to be black like me. You know what I'm saying?
He had a line on his shoulder. He was like,
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Walked into the barber shop like, you niggas, get your test today. I'm what? What are you
you're doing this all the time. I can't believe it. There ain't no flies around you.
They was throwing torn up collard greens on the floor. He was walking on them and shit. You know what I'm saying? They had no roses.
One nigga said torn up collard greens. Hold on.
Collard greens on the ground. You know what I'm saying? He came
Hey, that's diabolical right there. That's crazy work right there.
I'm African. Take your test. And then we
Yo.
took the test. And bro, we should be over there. Who
Hey,
gave
hold on. That might have been the most racist shit I ever heard in my life. He said he got torn up collard greens on the floor. Oh, that's
You see, I'm getting hated on the
Oh my
Africa
God.
here in America by burnt Americans and then Asian
Oh my
Americans.
I mean, I'm more African than you, so I can say what I want. You know what I
And
mean?
torn up collard greens though is, oh my God, that's funny as, oh my goodness. Oh,
That was a fun show though. That was a fun show.
I mean, you can't really. So if you look at my grandparents, right? My grandparents are this gorgeous woman to your left complexion. Both of them, the same complexion, but 7 kids range from whiter than white to darker than dark.
Right.
Same parents.
Yep, that's my my mom's siblings too.
Yeah.
One of my aunts has blonde hair and hazel eyes.
That's crazy,
genetic.
right?
It's genetics, you know what I'm saying? Because it's passed down from generation to generation. So, I mean, you know, I could be picking up on like somebody like further, like from the 1700s knows or whatever. It's just funny how like, you know, genetics work, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, at the end of the day, you know, I did that to show that, you know, a lot of people say that, hey, we don't know where we come from, but now you know. And even with that being said, man, I was able to actually connect with African relatives. I have blood in Cameroon, Nigeria, Ghana. You know what I'm saying? I'm connected with African relatives. You know what I'm saying? So we do know where we come from. It's just certain people don't actually take the time to actually try to figure it out. I think they're complacent with, you know, with being American.
Here go my white black wife.
What's up, Queen?
She got an African moo on. I mean, so we could go with black. Okay.
Bro says it's time to go.
He got an African moo on, so I mean,
yeah, she African. I don't give a fuck with everybody.
Yeah, like when I watch y'all podcasts all the time, and I love it. I just like to hear what everybody's take on things that y'all talk about. But when I heard this one, I was like, man, I be wondering because I be out and women be like, you need a black woman. I'm like, I got a black woman. At home. Trust me, if you don't think she black, say hi to me when she here. She put Vaseline on her cheeks and she wrap her hair up real quick and put the Reeboks on and she get to work.
That part.
She ain't playing.
At all. So I definitely had to work.
Why do you think we have that within our community? What is it? Why do you think that you have some people who are saying that to you? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get it.
Starts from slavery.
I mean, so if you think about this, right? I always tell people this. I say, y'all so quick to talk about light-skinned people as not being black when one of the most straightforward, headstrong people, Huey P. Newton, was the lightest of light men.
True.
Y'all always say black music is the greatest because y'all say Michael Jackson started off black, but then he became light. But hell, Prince. So when it's great, oh, they claim light-skinned people. Chris Brown is claimed as black.
Yep.
until they do something wrong. Then it's like,
Oh man,
Drake was claimed.
Drake. I'm saying, like, they really be making like the light skin. Like, I growing up, I had cousins that was dark skinned that used to be on my head. You ain't black. You ain't black. I'm like, bro, your mom and my mom are sisters. Like, what are you talking about?
Wow.
That part.
We're always gonna get hated on. Like, our community always hates on each other. Period. I don't see white people saying, "Well, you know, you ain't peach." You know, like
You know,
Italians don't be like, "You ain't olive." I mean, like, you know, like only us.
The
There is.
Mexicans,
No,
though.
they do. So Italians like look at Sicilians as like, you know, as beneath them, or then you know, but with the darker ones, and then with white people, it's more like of an economical stature. You know what I'm saying? Like if you if you're white and you live in the trailer parks, you know what I'm saying, they look at you, they'll look down on them as, you know, poor trailer trash, and they call them crackers. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know,
it's deeper than that, no, because we start calling them crackers. White people didn't call each other crackers. We called them
crackers.
Yeah,
That was
we
us.
called them that because they was cracking that whip. You know what I'm saying? The same reason we call them honkies is because they used to pull up in the red light districts in the hood and hit their horn to get black prostitutes. You know what I'm saying? Don't give them too much credit.
I never knew that.
Yeah. Come on now. You know me, Mr. Tariq Nasheed Umar, as you like to call
Junior.
me.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Junior.
Don't forget the junior. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Don't forget the junior.
But no, seriously, like I think, see, this is the crazy part about white supremacy. Almost anybody can be white as long as it's against us. But once they break down into their factions, then there comes that separation of, oh, well, you ain't really white. You know what I mean? Like look at this. If you look at social media now, there's an ongoing war between white Americans and Jews, who we all consider white. Like, let's be honest, the Jewish community to me is white. You know what I mean?
But they treat them different.
Yeah, but to them, they got an ongoing war in there where it's like, oh, the Jews is doing this. Y'all all white to me. I don't. Y'all say we look the same. Y'all look the same. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? They got a whole motion going. So that's what I'm saying. It's cool as long as we're the target. But once we're no longer the target, then they get to fighting amongst each other just like we do. You know what I mean? What the whole thing is, we ain't never had no target because we ain't never controlled shit.
I mean, but the word, the N word was started for Jewish poor people. Jewish people in the ghetto. That was the lowest thing that we could call you. You was a nigger. That's what they were calling Jewish people. So then they said, okay, what's lower than that? Nothing. We don't got no word. So we gonna call black people that now. And Jewish people got out the way. At what point do they take black people out of the way and put somebody else there?
It's not gonna happen.
It went from being Jewish people were niggers to black people being it.
I think your time frame a little off. You know what I'm saying?
So.
I'm gonna be honest with you, because they have been calling us that before Jewish people actually ever got over here. You know what I'm saying?
Well, the terminology was from that. Like, we didn't have a term for what they called us.
Well, I thought it stemmed from the Latin word of negro. You know what I'm saying? Which meant
or
black.
negus.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's black. That's black.
Before that, we was Moors. You know what I'm saying? That was the term for black. It was Moor or Moorish, which meant black. You know what I mean? So I told you I'm a stickler for etymology. So you know what I mean? What happened was the niggas that came over here on them ships were calling each other niggas, meaning African king. You know what I'm saying? Royalty. But, you know, Mr. Redneck himself, which we also started because when it got hot, their necks got red. So we called them rednecks, and that's where that term terminology came from. Once again, they started calling us niggers or niggas because they couldn't pronounce it in the same dialect that we did. So it was just a mispronunciation that they happened to run with. But even with the Jewish community, I've always had a problem because they have to make a pilgrimage, and they have to go back to Mecca, and only certain people are allowed in there. And over there's a whole argument about the Ethiopian Jews and all types of stuff. So, like I said, as long as we're not as long as we're the forefront of the argument, everybody can point at us. But as soon as we get out the way, and we watch the Hispanic community come over here, and they were a target for a moment. And suddenly they sprung up, and now they get all the resources and benefits that were supposed to go to my community. So they can't be the niggas either.
Once again, B100. B100. If a black dude showed up to your house right now and said, "Man, I do your line right now for $675," and the Mexican dude showed up for $250, who you gonna get the money to?
I'm gonna give money to the black dude because I actually have a black lawn man.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? And he does amazing.
I'm going 250 with Ernesto.
He's done. You know what I'm saying? And a $20 tip. You know what I mean? Because I support. That's just me though. I know what you're saying. Me personally, that's what I'm gonna do. I know the vast majority of us are not gonna do that, and it's stemmed from the notion that there can only be one black person at the top, and that comes back from Massa.
Hate that.
Yeah, I mean, we can all be up there, but I actually have a black lawn man who comes over here every 2 weeks, and he's amazing. Shouts out to my brother. You know what I mean? He owed me a 12-pack, but I ain't gonna say nothing. Yeah, I give him at least 2-3 Heinekens every time. You know what I'm saying? He just stopped and he talking, and you know what I'm saying? He playing with the kids and shit. I ain't paying you for all that. You know what I'm saying? Cut the grass, get your ass on. You know what I mean? But I love it though. You know what I'm saying? I'm a suffer through it with my people. You know what I mean? Because I feel like that's an important concept. We always have an issue. McDonald's messed up your order 37 times, and you keep taking your ass back up there. But when you go to the little mom and pop chicken shop or the fish fry place, you know what I'm saying? They ain't fry your fish hard enough. And now I'm never going back. These niggas ain't got no customer service, and my food was bad. And like, hey man, stop that.
So what's
the same grace you give McDonald's?
What's y'all take on the way black women are portrayed in media?
Oh, that's a good one.
Because my wife watches baddies. My wife watches baddies, Caribbean, baddies, South, baddies, East, West, North, and I say it's always black women. It's always some white girls that act like they black, or some Latinos, but it's mainly black women. And I said to myself, why can't black women be in the same vicinity with each other and not fight, not argue, not this, not that? Like, what is it about black women that they can't coincide or coexist?
Well, in the sense of that, Sonny, I mean, you've been in the industry.
Yes, sir. We don't want to hear you.
Thank you. I am a woman.
I asked you. You was over here looking like you didn't understand English.
No, you started talking. So
no, I said Jess.
Like you don't speak English. He got a line for that one. He got a line for that one.
Wait till the cameras cut off.
You know what I mean? Like,
don't eat. It's got like 2% Asian. Gosh.
Damn. The audacity of Mr. 77. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
telling somebody they not black.
Mr. 77. That's funny.
So yeah, for me, I think it's the mentality. For some reason, I feel like a lot of our culture, not just women, want to be up with the Joneses, you know, and it's really sad. So for me and my black friends, we can be in the same room together with no problem. No matter if one of my good friends for like 20 years brings her friends, and then I bring my friends, and then let's say another one of our friends brings her friends, we can all be in the same room with no issue. It's the mindset. And social media don't help.
Amen.
But so you think the mindset for the generation now is just a little more on the I need to go viral moment mind frame?
Yeah. Because I got 2 teenagers. They've been saying they want to go viral since they were in elementary.
Well, tell them go get in a fight. Instant access.
Sarkeesian, no. And then you know they blown up, you know. I mean, that always like because I watched the baddies with my wife, and I said, "Babe,
that's actually a show.
It's a show."
Oh, sorry.
I said,
don't
"Babe,"
watch that stuff.
I said, "Babe." She get irritated because she has a friend that's on there, but she's like, she gets irritated because they literally just fought the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
She was like, I don't know what's going on. Like, it's just you get these girls in each other, they just fight and nothing's going on. And I was like, and this is on TV. Okay, all right. And they get paid for this.
What you
Sonny,
think?
You've been in the industry. Sonny, you've been in the street, so you know a lot of it is because of for clicks, views, ratings. You know, what I'm saying alcohol's involved. You know, and so I mean, for that, it's just I don't know. It's reality TV, but it's scripted reality TV, and you know, so it's projected out onto the world. So they don't want to show the intellectual women, the women doing this and doing that, whatever, because you know, essentially the attention span of a lot of viewers, it's going to be boring. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to see that. They want to see the drama. They want to know who's sleeping with who's beating up this person, and X, Y, and Z. We're living in a reality TV mindset now. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. And so, you know, we have some of these women now trying to replicate that and trying to live as if they're like basketball wives or loving hip hop things, and they're trying to project themselves to be the baddest bitches. You know what I'm saying? So when you see them walking into like a store, they're carrying that mentality. You know, they acting as if their cameras are on them. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I'm the baddest bitch and loud and all that. You know what I'm saying? So this is what, you know, I think is what's being fed, you know, through media, through social media, through reality TV. This is what they're regurgitating and they're trying to replicate, emulate.
Do we think that we treat Black women less than because of how they're portrayed?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I would say
society does.
I would say for
when I say we, I don't mean like us, but I mean like like society.
The culture. Yeah, no, I got you. And I think the misconception that the view of the culture comes from what we see on these things is asinine, because when you look at the numbers, Black women are the highest educated class in America, right? Mm-hmm. So 2 things can't be that polar of an opposite and be in mass quantities. So I think these women are purposely sought out, purposely put in front and elevated in front of the people, because for every sexy red, there's a Doechii. For, you know what I'm saying? For every who else is there? Meg the Stallion. You know what I mean? There's a Floetry. There, you know what I mean? Like there's but the balance isn't balancing anymore, because these individuals that are paying for this type of content and elevating it are not spending it to balance out the culture like we used to have Lauryn Hill when we had Lil' Kim. You know what I'm saying? Like we had Queen Latifah and Trina. You know what I mean? Like there was always a balance. You got to choose your side, and we knew that you know, female dogs sleep outside. That's where bitches go. You know what I mean? They wasn't in your house. They maybe Motel 6, maybe the Snooty Fox, but you couldn't come in the house. You know what I mean? Like that's what we knew with having that type of balance. Now there's no balance. All we get is ratchet. You know what I'm saying? Day after day after day. And with social media, it's just bombarding your feed, because all the popular news is debauchery. So you click on one thing, now that just continues to feed you. And then if you got, you know, individuals having children and this is their lifestyle as well, now you teaching your children within the first 5 years, you know what I mean, which are the most crucial parts of their learning process, who shape and develop them to the type of human being they're going to be, see you twerking, and now your baby twerking in diapers. You know what I'm saying? Before they ever got to school, they twerking. You know what I'm saying? Before they ever, you know what I'm saying, learn their ABCs, they learn get it sexy and all that type of shit. You know what I mean? And can't read.
Right.
I mean, does that? So yeah, this ties into back to where y'all was talking about, right? You ain't got you a black woman. You don't appreciate the black woman, but what we're getting fed as a black woman, as opposed to seeing it. Like if you can see, like my wife is a traveling nurse, registered nurse. She got mad degrees. Like I see this black woman, smart, intelligent. This is what I see physically, right? But for people that don't got that, a woman that's career bound and degrees and doing what they're doing, they're seeing this. Oh, am I supposed to grab that girl? Am I supposed to have that? Is that the girl I'm supposed to have? You feel what I'm saying? Though? Like it's like
I hear what you're saying. I think some of it though is environmental. You know what I'm saying? Like I think with some dudes, if they take a look at what they're around, you know what I'm saying? Like this is what they're subjected to. If you have this, and again, this is not just what you see on TV, because we know that there's a fraction of it that's reality in some of these neighborhoods and some of these hoods. You know what I'm saying? Like, so if this is what they're around, if this is what they know is hood rat and they feed into hood rat, or if this is what they know to aspire to be, then this is what it is. And so, you know, like you said, man, I think a lot of it is lack of education. It's ignorance, because they don't see, they're not being fed or being projected like, hey, you can aspire to be this. If they're being told like, hey, you guys, you black people, you're poor, you're thugs, you're this and you're that. We have black people that sit up there and try to live up to that height. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I'm the realest nigga. We were just talking about this with this whole King Von shit, or the Lil Durk shit and King Von. You know what I'm saying? So then when you got these women who are up there, well, the only thing you're good for is laying on your back, having babies, welfare, and ratchet. This is what they live and they strive to be. You know, because this is what they're being told that they can be to a certain extent. Go ahead, Tariq, Rashid, Omar, Junior.
No, I want to interject for a second, because I wasn't even finna go there, so stop it. I was finna give you some pimping. You know what I'm saying? What's wrong is the lames is running the game, man. The squares, the lame dudes who never got any play with women in middle school and high school. Now they done got them a little bit of money, so they like ratchetness, because we know, you know what I'm saying, the real cats, you know what I'm saying, who actually had some action, who had some play back in the day, and were able to experiment with different types of women. We know we don't want hood rats. Hood rats are fun. They're exciting. There's something to do. We know we're never gonna marry the hood rat. But what tends to happen is you get lames who finally got into some money, because I've been telling my sons, your little yachties and your little whoever's, like these are individuals who are in college that were supposed to be getting degrees that they plucked out of school to come out here and sing about bullshit and tell you that doing drugs and running streets was fun. And we know they never did that. But these are the individuals that are telling you the type of women you should be attracted to, because that's what they're attracted to. They don't know how to decipher between the two. There's a difference between having a real thuggish lady that's cool and freaky, but is not, you know what I'm saying, a hood rat. And there's just straight hood rats, but they don't know how to tell the difference. And these are the individuals who are promoting the type of women you should sleep with. Yeah, you should fly an Instagram model out.
Yo, I agree. I agree with you on that standpoint, but I gotta ask you something. I'm gonna play advocate a little bit, as we like to do.
Please do.
So let me ask you, brothers and sister, you know what I'm saying? Like, so how many of the yachties own these networks? How many of these yachties own the labels? How many of these yachties are on the record station?
I mean, I hear you with your point.
A radio station, that's it.
None. You know what I'm saying? But my problem is you have to sign up to be fucked. You know what I'm saying? And if you see the dildo sitting on the desk and you still walk in the room and it's full of baby oil and you decide to stay in there, that's your problem. You know what I'm saying? That ain't got nothing to do
and we
with
talking about Sonny's ex-roommate.
Yeah, that is your problem. If you
I left the
decide,
party before anything ever happened. I left the party before anything ever happened. Like,
look, 2024 is full of disclaimers. You know what I'm saying?
No, I was like, I'm good.
Yeah, if you walk in there and you seen all of that, that's your problem. I don't feel bad for you, and no longer do I excuse you. You know what I'm saying? We could keep saying, "Oh, we don't own the record label industry." You're still making the music. You're still participating. At what point do we say, "Sir, you are equally responsible"? Because I know in the court of law, even if you got out my car and shot somebody and got back in and I drove down the street, we both going to jail, nigga.
Makes sense.
You know what I'm saying? And I didn't
But
shoot shit.
You just hit it on the head. So these black women are walking into these stations, or better yet, I'll do you one a solid. What they're doing now is they're taking their phone, you know what I'm saying? They got the phone, they doing live and, you know, all this shit here, whatever. And then they're portraying it and putting it onto the TikToks and then onto the social medias, whatever, for the likes, clicks, and views. So we now live in a Pop-Tart society where, again, it's about reality. So I don't know. I think some of the responsibility or some of the accountability has to be on some of us.
Absolutely. Ain't no some of us.
I mean, when you got a situation like, say, like I've been to a Diddy party, right? I've seen girls walk in and they know what the deal is. Like, you know why you here. And they still go in. They still part because they want to blow up. They want to go viral. They want the fame. I'm like, see y'all later. As soon as Diana Ross leave, I'm leaving too. Like, I'm not gonna be with nobody, you know what I mean? But it was situations where you're just like I done woke up like at the house in Miami and they weren't even there. But it's like 15 rooms full of people. I'm like, damn, who are all these people? And they know why they're there. It's because it's Diddy house. They want to blow up. I feel like women are just degrading themselves to blow up, and they'll do anything to get there. Remember back in the day, it was a girl named Cat Stacks. We didn't know nobody knew viral. Nobody knew viral until Cat Stacks came out.
Right.
Cat Stacks went and did her thing. She did that stuff on her own, and then just happened to say on video one time, and then she blew up. So what she do after that? Oh, I went viral off saying that one thing, so I'm gonna say it every time now. And then after Cat Stacks did that, that's when everybody, Corinne Steffens came out. Oh, that's what I was doing. I was doing everything. They got a book about me. I'm about to blow up. But where they at now? Mm-hmm. That's a short-term thing. I'd rather somebody come in and really get like substantial, like get some credibility for yourself.
They over here with high mileage looking like bologna meat.
Like you a Toyota Camry 93 with 200,000 miles on you right now. You're not going nowhere.
Word.
The crazy thing about Toyota, they don't break down. So these girls keep on going. They keep on.
I got a side question to ask you real quick, Sonny. You don't have a lawsuit going on, do you?
I don't got no lawsuit going on. I was like I said, I did my videos. They seen them, they liked them. I did Revolt TV. I got cool with people. You know what I mean? Like, but I'm a different person. Like I've literally walked into where they was like, "Yo, you rap?" I said, "Yeah, I rap." Walk to the door and walk back. No, I'm good. Walk to the door and walk back. I ain't walking nowhere. It is a grown man telling you this.
Right.
I ain't doing shit. But they tell everybody else, hey, walk to the door and walk back. And it's grown ass man.
Mind control.
They walk to the door and walking back. I said, I ain't walking no goddamn door and walking back. What are you talking about?
You hit it right on the head. You hit it right on the head. I think a lot of what's happening now is people are selling out their integrity and their morals for $1.
Not
I think
just women, men too.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm not just putting it on women. This is men too. But if we're talking about, go ahead.
Remember when? This side note. I want you to finish though. But remember when Cat Williams had a special, and he said he walked into a room and he was like, "I was like Professor Ogilvy." Nobody even listened to that. I said,
Shit, me.
you'd be surprised.
I listen.
How many people do what? Oh, you're so and so. I'm like, I'll be like, man, you're a rabbit ass mind. You get shot. I'd rather shoot you. I'd rather shoot this place up and leave this motherfucker in a police car than what you think gonna happen.
Absolutely.
Some of the thirstiness I've seen men do, just to try to get into either like a party or to try to get into a label or to get noticed. I've seen some men just really just do some outlandish shit. You know what I'm saying? So
now I see why
a
my
lot of
brother went
groupies out
independent.
there. Hey man, I mean, and it's sad, bro. It's like, where'd y'all come from? You know what I mean? Like, where did all these volunteers come from, man? Like, what was going on so bad in your life that you thought this was acceptable, Meek Mill? What was going on so bad in your life?
Allegedly.
You know what I mean? I'm just wondering, like, bro, life ain't. I don't give a damn. I will die broke. You know what I'm saying? Doing it the right way. You know, before I take a shortcut that involves anything of that nature. You know what I mean? Let alone any other shortcuts. You know what I'm saying? I done took shortcuts before. It usually leads to a long path to recovery. You know what I mean? Shortcuts usually lead you somewhere else that takes a long time to recover from. So shortcuts is bullshit. So I mean, for the youngsters, if y'all watching, man, they say it's a shortcut. Okay.
Nah, shortcuts you get cut short.
Right. It's gonna involve some stitches or something.
No, damn.
Damn. I mean, but in that sense too, though, like we really don't we don't hold nobody accountable. Like, remember the stories with Dr. Dre and them beating up Suge Knight and them beating up girls in studios, and we was like, oh, okay, still gonna bump this music though, still gonna play a record. Like we literally did what we want and let them do what they wanted to us or to whoever it was, you know what I mean? And we accepted it. We thought we glorified it until we saw what? Angela Bassett slapped that white woman. And before then, nobody ever stood up for nobody. I've never seen a black woman stand up for anybody until Angela Bassett went and slapped that white woman and waited to excel. Once that happened, people start standing up for each other. Am I lying? Tell me a time when somebody before Angela Bassett slapping that white woman, that a woman came forward and stood up for themselves, a black woman stood up for themselves. Oh, that nobody. I mean, I know for real, like, Angela and all them, I know that for real, but I'm talking about in that time frame, the 90s, right? Because that's kind of where the tone got set. When gangster rap came into and everything, and that's when the tone got set for us, and we started to see women being demoralized and sexually explicit. That's when we started seeing that, and we accepted it, and that's where. And I love gangster rap. Don't get me wrong. I'm not blaming nothing. But and as a matter of fact, not even just gangster rap, because gangster rap wasn't the main thing. It was Luke. Luke wasn't gangster rap, but that's where we started to see the 1970s, woman with the afros and whatnot. In the 1980s, girls that was just dancing and high, they didn't know what's going on.
Right.
Turn into the 90s, Daisy Dukes, crop tops.
Lil' Kim, you know what I mean?
Throwing that ass. It's the 90s where I start to see women start doing a decline.
Can I interject something I think is very pertinent to this situation? Where's Uncle Luke from?
Miami.
No, he's not.
Where are you from?
Uncle Luke is an immigrant. Am I not mistaken? What's his lineage?
I think he's black. I think from Miami. Now I know that Miami sound came from the IE. You know what I'm saying?
No, but he's not. His family is not from Miami. Uncle Luke is a first generation or some type of immigrant. He's not from Miami. He's not from America. Let's just say that. The leader of Bossip, not from America. World Star Hip Hop, not from America. The Shade Room, not from America. You catching my trend here? There's individuals who aren't from our culture that are benefiting from our culture, showing the worst parts of us. I just wanted to interject that because it's
So
not.
They said Luke is Bahamian ancestry and his father is Jamaican.
Yeah, but his mom is Bahamian and his father is Jamaican. But he was born in Miami.
That first generation, that his parents are immigrants, and then he was born here, which makes him an immigrant. First generation,
no doubt. But raised around who though?
Anchor baby. He was raised around his immigrant community, Bahamian and Jamaican. We don't act like. When was you ever able to don't stop pop that pussy in front of your parents?
Actually,
not never.
Actually,
you know what I'm saying?
Ninth grade. You
I don't know. Third might have been out there.
My pops started DJ, and the DJ, you don't stop.
We was doing shit like the Cabbage Patch. You know what I'm saying? We was doing the Running Man. You know what I mean? Moms call you out the room when they parlaying, 11 o'clock at night. Hey, come do that little dance you was doing. When Don't Stop, Pop That came in, you wasn't coming out the room no more. It was no more. That wasn't us. And I think that's a very crucial part of.
But what was us? We were the ones that made it go up, that blew up. I don't care where you say he's from or where he grew up around. When he put it out, it was Miami that was like, oh yeah, that's us. Boom.
But again, so that sound came from the IE. So stand up. That sound came from the IE. Just found that out. But even more so importantly though, like Quez, to your point though, I hear what you're saying. But what were you doing though? So when that song came out, we was in garage freak dancing, schools freak dancing with the girls, whatever.
House party.
You were doing it in front of your parents.
It made my job so much easier. You goddamn right.
House parties, basements.
My house got cut in half. You know what I'm saying? I didn't say it. Uncle Luke said, "Don't stop, pop that pussy." You know what I'm saying? I was trying to get to there, but once he said it, you already halfway through the motion. That ain't got nothing to do with me no more. Appreciate you.
But in the 80s, what did you hear that was as close to that?
It's a little bit before my time.
One song. They had nasty songs in the 80s. But as blatant as that was doing the butt.
I be stroking.
Oh yeah,
sexual healing, Marvin Gaye.
They was doing the butt.
Oh yeah, that was the 80s.
That was DC.
That was the 80s.
I think that was the 80s. It had to be 80s. That had to be 80s.
That was the early 90s doing the butt. Let me look that up. No, you're right. That might be late 80s. I think
that might be late 80s.
That was school days, right? That was in school days.
That was school days.
Yeah.
But that was a DC thing. That was 88. That was 88.
Yeah.
That was the closest we got to something like that, doing the butt. And they had shorts on
right.
that went to their knees.
Facts.
Tights that went to their knees. And it was doing, and that was the closest we got there.
They came all the way up. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah.
The 90s came, and that's when it was, look at them girl with the damn Duke stuff. Like we was like, oh snap, what the hell?
You used to be the shit if you could freak dance, man. Remember back in the day? You do the wild freak dancing and shit on the ground. On man, I'm trying to tell you.
But that's where we started to decline the black woman.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
That's where the black women started to, and we looked at them as sexualization. Like we sexualized it. We was like, oh man, let's see, girl. Remember back in the day when you be watching Married with Children? And Peggy be like, oh my God, my butt look big. What the hell I gotta put on? They hated big butts.
Yep.
Black women had the big butt. White women hated the big butts. Like, oh my God, they couldn't stand it. Oh my God, I'm fat. I got a big butt.
Yeah.
Now they got the BBLs.
Now they got the BBLs. Like
lip injectors. You know what I'm saying? Like
lip inject. Everything they do, but think about that. Everything they do is to, so even though they demoralize us, they take everything that we have and they monetize it and put it for themselves and try to claim all that stuff. They want to look like us. They want to take our lips. They want to take our thick eyebrows. They want to take the hips and the curves, the slang. They love for them to be able to say their kid is mixed because then they feel like they black.
Third, let me ask you a realistic question, man. In the hip hop community, what cultures purchase hip hop music the most?
Asians.
White suburban.
Asians.
No,
Them
white.
too.
It was the white.
Everybody
Asians
but us.
too.
It's Asians.
No, Asians too, but I used to. Well, it was back in the day, but yeah, actually the number one consumer of hip hop music, you know, from a few years ago was Latina women.
It's Asians.
Look at
Latina women.
Go look it up,
bro.
Go look it up. Go look it up. It's Asians.
Well, now. Because I know,
Yeah,
when
now
I
I
worked
believe
at Sam Goody, that was the number one consumer was
Man, when's
because
the last time you seen a Sam Goody, nigga? 98.
Nigga said Sam Goody. When I worked at Sam Goody, you know, back in 1993, when I worked at Sam Goody,
This man said when I was working at Sam Goody, what the
nigga said when I worked at Warehouse and they was getting 15 CDs for a cent.
Hey, when I was working at Circuit City Radio Shack, like what?
Circuit
Yeah, when I went to AMC
20 years,
and bought my records.
Hey, AMC, that's right.
Oh yeah, that's her people's.
Oh, for real? My people. My grandfather's church was across the street, you know, on Medical Center,
Sam Goody,
right next to King Middle School. So you know, I'm a San Bernardino dude. Like, I'm a San Bernardino dude to heart. You know what I mean? Don't get me. You know what I mean?
So then he knows my brother then.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, the show that we opened up for Sly Boogie, he was with me.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, Fly the fan too. Fly the that's homie too. You know, oh my bad, I just got a visitor.
Oh,
and
what up?
I mean,
what up?
I mean, he got better hair than both me and my wife. So,
right.
So somebody tell me.
No, he looked black. He looked black. You know what I'm saying? Like,
how cute.
But yeah, that's why that's one thing I always, when I talk about black women and I say the 90s is where I started to see it change, but now is where I'm like, yo, y'all really don't want this to be our representation. Like this ain't the representation that y'all want on, you know what I mean, on TV or just as, you know, because this is what people see. This they see that and they assume if you go to Dubai right now, they assume you to act that way.
Right.
Because that's what they see. That's their direct connection to you. This is how they act.
It's what's being projected. But
I wouldn't necessarily say it's a projection. I just think it's a misconception because that's what's massively produced. They don't watch.
70% of hip hop consumers are white.
I believe it.
He was searching for that. Tell me. He was like, he gonna tell me that it's gonna be Asians.
Look up when the last Sam Goody store was closed.
I think that was like what 2008, sir.
Hey, what is that? Was Sam Goody the one that you could like put headphones on and listen to the record before you bought it?
No,
they had like little sample house.
Virgin Records was
it?
In Ontario Mills?
No, the Sam Goody could.
No, but in Ontario Mills, there was one where you could put your headphones on. I think that was
Virgin. It wasn't Sam Goody. It was Warehouse Music.
No, it wasn't Warehouse. That might have been Virgin. I think you're right. I think it was Virgin at Ontario.
Yeah.
Melvin, your toes are trash.
It said there's 2 Sam Goodies left in the world.
Man.
Yeah, word?
As of 2022.
What?
Oh, okay. Well, they're no more.
Right?
Let that go.
They say Ohio Valley in Oregon.
What the hell they buying?
It's two
Well,
white cities. So 2 white cities to keep the Sam Goody afloat.
Right.
well, you
Right.
know, they ain't got 5G yet. You know what I'm saying? They don't know that you can get on the internet all day. You know
I just like how he said Sam Goody like with so much like he said.
yeah, like we was supposed
Man,
to
when I was a
respect
Sam Goody, he like
It did. Damn goody.
it.
I work music retail.
I
Yeah.
don't even have glasses on. I was like, Sam Goody, what the heck? He said Sam Goody.
Oh man, I'm telling you.
He said Sam Goody. I mean, but yeah, but that's like that was for me. Even when Sam Goody days, white women were the ones that you see in Sam Goody. Black people were in there just trying to steal.
Yeah.
Or just listen to the whole CD.
Listen to the whole CD and go home, but like, yeah, I like number 7. I like track 7. Track 7 was fire. What you hear? What you like about it? I only heard 30-second snippet, so.
Yeah, and that was warehouse music. I remember that they had the listening station. So that's crazy though.
That's funny.
Yeah, but again, that's what's being projected because when I was talking with somebody from South Africa and he asked me where I was from, I said I'm from San Bernardino, you know what I'm saying, right outside of LA. When I said LA, oh my God, are you okay? Is it that bad? I seen the movies, I seen that. So what's up, little man?
Why are you grabbing the phone with your toes? Like I would have called a little monkey, but I didn't want to stereotype him.
Man, come on, man. Hey, bro. You already light skinned. Don't get carried away. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have to pull your card.
Dude, Melvin says he said I don't trust anyone lighter than Quez.
Hold on. Bring your mans up. Bring your mans up. Like, hold on. Bring him up.
You must not trust nobody. Shit.
Come on, Melvin.
I'm pretty goddamn dark, baby. You know what I'm saying? You must not trust a soul, goddamn. I'm probably as black as they come. You know what I mean? I mean, you don't trust yourself. Yeah. Yeah. What's up, though, man? You supposed to be up here, bro.
Yeah, man.
Bring your man's up. He said he don't trust nobody lighter than Quiz. But trusting what though? What don't he trust?
I don't trust anyone. So I'm just the blackest nigga on earth, huh? Okay.
What don't he trust though? Does he mean mentally? Does he mean like I don't trust nobody mentally darker than Quez or?
Hey, Melvin, put down the Dodger game for a second. I'm mad at them right now. Put down the Dodger game. The link is in the comment section.
He got look. It's late over here on the East Coast, so I was just coming back from mine before we got started. I was at school too, doing that Harvest Fest and all that type of stuff.
He said mental, physical, spiritual.
Damn, bro. That's fucked up, Melvin.
So mentally, physically, and spiritually, he don't like nobody dark, nobody lighter than Quiz. Nigga said, "Hey, if you are lighter than caramel, I don't fuck with you."
Hey. He's y'all color.
Yeah. You know do he get a glass of milk and just knock it over? He be like, "I don't want this shit. Oh, this is some bullshit." Like if he get his Reese's cups and if it's peeled off, he be like, I can't eat this shit.
He said, "My Jesus is darker than Wesley Snipes, bro."
Jesus wasn't that dark. Okay.
Hey, so speaking of black, you know what I'm saying? I got another clip, that was like, part of the show since we recapping. Now I want to ask y'all, especially Sonny, your 3 cents.
If Eminem was born in the culture and he's always lived the culture and he knows nothing but the culture, then how is he not part of the culture?
Eminem was not born into the culture.
He all his friends were black. He only knew black.
Eventually.
Yeah,
no, they were always that
It
way.
wasn't always.
Yeah, Eminem wasn't born into the culture.
He was born.
Eminem
black.
was born into poverty. You know what I'm saying? Which is
That's
part of the culture, but
Yeah.
that's not the culture as a whole. There's still things you got to learn about the culture, even though you may be over there.
I think he's part of the culture because all he does is
Absolutely.
promote.
I'm not saying he's not. He's still a guest though.
So I gotta ask y'all.
Stand
that was
on
like
it.
sometime this year. You know what I'm saying? Is Eminem a part of the culture?
Yes. Hell yes. That's why I'm gonna tell you hell yes. Yeah, Eminem might have been born in fucking Missouri, right? But not moved to Detroit. I don't say he's part of the culture because he lived in poverty. Hell no. That doesn't make you part of a culture. Everybody lives in poverty, every race. But Eminem heard music made by us and was like, yo, that touched my soul. Like that hit my heart right there. Like I love this shit so much. I wanna learn and listen to them. He listened to LL Cool J, Run DMC, Beastie Boys. He was listening to everybody that was good at rap. He just so happened to grow up with a bunch of black people. But what did he do? He brought a whole motherfucking mess of black people with him. Dude got signed and was like, okay, I need D12 with me. All black people. Oh man, I need to put the hardest. I need to put a tidal wave on the scene right now. Nobody wanted to fuck with 50 Cent. Eminem did. He brung that. So if anybody tell me that Eminem's not part of the culture, fuck them. Because Eminem, hey, in every Eminem album, I didn't who the fuck is Dido? I don't even know who Dido is. But when she was on the Eminem song, I was I said, okay, that's my I fucks with Eminem. I fucks with Eminem. Dude, and his best friend, Royce the 5'9", black, and one of the coldest rappers I ever heard in my life. Like Eminem was literally not trying to be a black person. He just happened to be in a situation where he connected with black people.
Person.
Absolutely.
Look at his daughter.
Look at his daughter. That's what I'm saying. I never, you know what I'm saying? If you heard from the clip, I didn't say he wasn't part of the culture. That nigga ain't shit.
If you don't like Eminem as a part of, if we got a cookout, would you kick him out?
No, I'm not. First of all, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, M is part of the culture. He's still a guest though, because at the end of he's still a guest, regardless of how y'all want to feel about it. He's a guest, just like
are the Beastie Boys a guest?
Absolutely. Just like I didn't really like the Beastie Boys. Just like Machine Gun Kelly was a guest.
Nah, that's different.
Bullshit. Bullshit. And that's the problem with the culture. We're so inviting that we allow people to come in.
No, we're not.
Don't do that. Don't do that. We're so inviting that we allow people who seem cool, you know what I'm saying, to come over here and kick it at the house. Yeah. We can name several. And what happens when they mature and they hit their 40s and 50s? What are they doing then? They went back to white proximity. That's the difference between
all the black people went back to white proximity when they hit their 40s and 50s. What are you talking about? Jay-Z ain't been black since he started growing his hair out.
Listen, I'm not talking about people. I'm talking about actions, right? I'm speaking on the fact that at the end of the day, they can return back to a society that's not our society. You know what I mean? Period, point blank. Jay-Z only gets to do that because Jay-Z made $1 billion. We've seen it happen time and time again, whether it was Bill Cosby, R. Kelly, Sean P. Diddy Combs. When you're black and you make it to a certain level, right, it can all be stripped away from you in a moment's notice while we watch their white counterparts come with the same things and nothing is stripped from them. You might see a news headline for a day or two. They get to return back to whiteness. That's what I mean by them being a guest, because at the end of the day, they can just revert back to whiteness if shit gets thick. Not saying that Eminem has done that. I'm just saying it can be done. And that's what makes them guests, is because no matter what we are, we can't return back to shit. You know what I'm saying? There is no escape pod for us in the culture. We're just here. That's what I mean by him being a guest.
Eminem only got that because of how big he became. You got to remember when Eminem came out,
first major song that took him over.
That was the High My Name Is.
Mm-hmm. Well, wasn't that song weird? I wouldn't consider that song hip hop.
It very
was something different.
It very was hip hop. It was different. Dr. Dre produced it. He was rapping. It was definitely a different subject matter.
Is Missy Elliott weird?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Missy Elliott is weird. I love Missy Elliott. She's in a different category by herself. Busta Rhymes in a different category. Eminem is in a different category.
Yeah, I agree. No, I was just trying to ask Quez because he said that it was weird. So Missy Elliott has a different style too.
Hey, who got the keys to my Jeep?
But that couldn't be her.
So Quez. So I got Quez. I got you on this one. I got you on this one, Quez. Hold on.
You don't, but go ahead. It's always worth a shot. What about her?
That's a good one.
Started off black. What y'all niggas want? Start off black.
And guess what's gonna happen to Eve as soon
as hold on, where's she at now? She overseas, married to a white man.
and guess what's gonna happen to her as soon as she get out of pocket and say something crazy? They're gonna knock Eve back down here to the Rough Riders. She's gonna be right back on a brownstone in New York somewhere.
Melvin.
I promise.
My man said he will knock that stud. I'm done. What I'm saying is Eminem is famous and successful. When he came in, he was going at it with Insane Clown Posse, two white dudes that were rapping, and they were just trash to me. But because they didn't blow up, nobody cared about them that much. But because Eminem blew up, they cared about him. Oh, he got black people around him. No, he got his friends around him. That's who we grew up with. That's his people. He got them around him.
Understood.
So how is he a guest? How is he a guest when he done supplied the whole party?
Guest.
You walk into a house and everybody is at the party because of him. How's he a guest?
Yes.
And you hit that right on the head. He put on 50 Cent when nobody else was. We had two Negroes hating on this cat, you know what I'm saying, like blackballing them from the industry.
Hey, Massa also put on Uncle Tom and Sambo.
First off, Uncle Tom is not who you think it is. So
I said Uncle Tom and Sambo. They're both on the same party, right?
Uncle Tom was actually not. He was depicted wrong. So I'm just.
It wasn't negative.
I didn't say it was. I said Massa put on Uncle Tom and
it's not like Vanilla Ice. Like when Vanilla Ice came out with Ice Ice Baby and then he jumped over to rock and roll. It's not like that. Eminem has been him this whole time.
Still a guest.
I don't think he a guest.
At the end of the day, Eminem can go back to being white and leave all this niggatry behind him. And run for political office and be like, well, you know, I'm Slim Shady, but I'm not here anymore.
That's just like what they tried to do, Dr. Dre. You know, so we are coming up on time.
That's right. We got to make this a topic next week. And Sonny, you better bring your yellow ass back. You know what I'm saying?
I'm here. Hey, I'm gonna come show up for all the people lighter than Quest.
Bring all of them. Bring all of them. I'll make sure my wife is woke too, so she could join y'all.
I'm gonna have my wife video ready because she was like, oh my god, I got the move on.
She sure did run out. Like, oh no. She right there getting ready right now, so she can be ready for next week.
She gonna show up when y'all get off. She gonna come in all made up. I'm like, oh girl, what the hell? Ask Melvin. I bet you right now, Melvin listening to Chris Brown. He listening to Drake. He probably only got that one Kendrick song in his tape deck.
Melvin don't listen to none of that.
He kind of right though.
He's listening to Garth Brooks.
Melvin is a Drake fan.
Melvin watched Django and go for Miss Ear Candy.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, Melvin, bring your ass, put the toes down, bring here next Friday.
You better, for real. You've been missing.
Sonny, man, I appreciate you, man. Make sure you come through, man. You a resident here. You know what I'm saying? You brought good energy. I appreciate you.
Anytime, man. Hit me up, man. If I make time. Hey, but I bet you he was the one doing the day. I bet you he was doing the pony all day in that goddamn room.
Hey, with his mama broom.
With his mama broom. Talk about why my broom won't stand up. Why my broom keep falling?
Hey, your mama downstairs. Melvin, where's the broom at?
It ain't nothing you gonna say that I ain't gonna be able to turn around on you. I don't know why you gonna keep trying though.
Yeah.
Why you only keep finding the dustbin? Where's the broom at, Melvin?
Hey, thank you for the 1 year anniversary recap show. Sonny, come back, please come back, man.
Appreciate it, y'all, man. My beautiful queen. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Joy Third. You always know we family, fam. Quez, a great meeting you, fam. I catch y'all.
Hey, man, nice meeting you. And to everybody out there, make sure, thank you. The whole year, you guys have made us like big. Yeah, the numbers have been good. Thank you for supporting it. Enjoy this recap. Our actual anniversary date is the 27th, so you'll have this recap, and we'll be here for you, man. But make sure you tune in next Friday. Thank you for tuning in for Drop Your 3 Cent. Thank you for supporting. We will see you. Peace.
Next week.
And